This is about a holiday, a new
Yay.
holiday that's coming up. It's going to be next Sunday. So it will be the day before our next newscast installment. It's Moroni Day on September 22nd. Or Nephi Day. You know, sometimes it's not exactly clear if it was Moroni or Nephi that appeared. So I don't know. You can celebrate whichever one you lean toward. So Moroni Day is celebrated on September 22nd to commemorate the day in 1827 when Joseph Smith received golden plates from the angel Moroni. Moroni Day is also the start of the Book of Mormon Central's BMC fundraising campaign, the fall fundraising campaign. Usually they have a big dinner. I don't know if a lot of you remember how Landon and I were invited and then banned from Book of Mormon Central because of our work with Dr. John Lendwall. There's a great episode on RFM about a year or so ago where we
I
talked
remember
about
it. You were giving me real life updates, real time updates
Yep.
as it was going on. And Jackson was involved in that too, wasn't it? What's his
Yeah,
name, Jackson?
yeah, Jackson Washburn. Yeah, he was kind of explaining to us what they were thinking over there at Book of Mormon Central. And we were talking to people, and Landon was on the phone saying, you know, a generous donor had gotten us tickets to go to this celebration. And we wanted to go. We wanted to talk to some scholars and see if anybody would come on our show. We were kind of just starting out. And so they let us go. And then we put out Dr. John Lendwall and they cut us and all kinds of, they actually banned us twice. The first time Landon was able to talk our way back in, as long as they ask him, can you control that woman you're with? Yeah.
Of course, the answer to that was no way.
I dare anyone to try. That's right. And they also told us we couldn't bring a hidden camera. So I had to, you know, ditch my trench coat. But then they let us back in and then they banned us again as soon as we put out our very first episode of Dr. John Lendwall and his research on Book of Mormon literacy. So that was kind of a big deal. But nothing is stopping any of us from celebrating on our own Moroni Day. And believe it or not, a lot of LDS people are starting to recognize this day. It is kind of a founding day in our church. So I thought about it and I came up with some ways that maybe some of us could actually celebrate Moroni Day. The first one I thought of is, of course, a Moroni cake and cupcakes. These are real things. You can order them. You can make them yourself. There's some delicious looking cupcakes and an angel Moroni on, I believe that's a Book of Mormon cake. So get creative. Make an angel Moroni cake for your family. That would be fun. Another fun way to celebrate the day is to dress up like the angel Moroni. You can see different examples here. On the left, you have someone that spray painted himself gold for a ward party, I think. I'm hoping that's, you know, not poisonous paint. That would not be good. On the right side, you have a couple's costume. You have an angel Moroni and a Book of Mormon. That's cool. And then in the middle, you have someone that went with the more, I'm visiting you at midnight Moroni, right? He's wearing the diaphanous robe. You know how I love to use that word. So dress up like angel Moroni. That would be fun. Another thing you can do is you can wake up your family 4 times during the night wearing a white robe, and your neighbors too. You may as well go next door. That's exciting, right?
I love it.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone knows.
4 times at night.
That's right. That Moroni, and look how exciting this picture is. AI knew exactly what I was talking about. He looked so thrilled. Hey kids, it's Moroni Day. They're like, Dad, you've already woken us up at 2 and at 3 and at 4. But for those of you that aren't aware, Moroni did visit Joseph Smith several times, 4 times during the night. So that's why this would be a good thing to do. Another way that we can celebrate is that you can give presents to friends and family that they can't open for 4 years. That's basically what Moroni did. He kind of said, here's the plates. Not so much. And Joseph had to go back, you know, year after year until he finally got them 4 years later. So that's kind of fun. You could wear your Moroni hood and gown and you could give presents that can't be opened right away. And the last slide, of course, is for RFM. He's probably the only one that'll get it. You can ask the neighborhood kids if they want to see your monkey in the box. Do you want to explain that story, RFM?
I think that if you have ears to hear, you will hear it. And I tell you something, that is not only funny, it's a good way to spend the night in jail.
I was going to say bail money not included. Yeah, because of course there is this very obscure story about Moroni appearing to Joseph Smith on a trail in the guise of an old man with a box. And he asked Joseph Smith, if you have enough money, if you have coin, I'll show you what's in my box. And Joseph Smith wouldn't do it. It was a monkey, but it was also the gold plates. It's a very strange story. RFM covered it very well. So anyway, those are my suggestions on how we might celebrate Moroni Day. If anybody has any other suggestions, please put them in the chat, post about them. I think it's going to be great.